Hi everyone! Today we're going to be making something that we've been spending our spare time with. It's called salt dough. It's like an older version of Play-Doh, and it's air dry, which is the best part. Let's get started.
So before we start, we're going to show you some things that we made with salt dough. So for a history project, I made this salt map of China and it turned out really cool. And with the spare dough, I made this donut, but I didn't finish painting it yet. I'll probably do that later.
With Zoe's spare dough, I made this rose. I spray painted it and its original color was the same color as her donut. It's not quite dry yet, but it will be soon. Here's what you need to get started. 2 cups of flour,
1 cup of salt. We're using Himalayan pink salt.
and 1 cup of water. To start, you're going to combine your salt with your flour and mix it until combined. It should look something like this. If you're using pink salt, you'll see little hints of pink here and there. Now add all of your water at once. It should look very liquidy in some spots and very powdery in some spots, but once it'll combine, it'll be as good as Play-Doh. It should look like this. Okay, we've divided our dough in half and we're each gonna make our own creation. I'm gonna make a butterfly and I'm gonna make another one of my roses. And I'm not sure what Zoe's gonna make.
We'll see who wins.
Okay, so I'm gonna teach you how to make one of my roses. You're gonna wanna divide it into equal pieces. I'm gonna divide this in half and divide each of these pieces into halves to get equal pieces. It depends on how big you're making your rose. I'm making mine approximately the same one, about 9 inches in diameter. And each of these little chunks will make 2 petals. Maybe 4, depending on how big your chunks are. And each petal is going to be half, so it's not going to be a full circle. So you're going to start by rolling it out into a ball, and then you're just going to push and peel it off gently. And then sort of form it into a circle, then cut it in half. And just like this one over here, you're gonna flatten each of these and cut them in half. If it's hard to just squish it between your palms, sometimes it's easier to just flatten it out with your finger, with 1 or 2.
And you get a pretty good circle doing that too.
Okay, so I have all my circles made. I found it much easier to just use the back of the cut measurement and just push down on them to get the perfect circle. Okay, so how you're gonna start is you're gonna cut them in half. And to make the beginning of your rose, you're gonna twist this in. You're gonna use about 2 to start it off. And there you go, you got the beginning of your rose, and you're just gonna keep adding halves until it's ready.
So in the end, you're going to let it dry. Sometimes it could take up to 72 hours. But anyway, this is what I made. So like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye!